ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss from Srimad Bhagavad Mahapurana. This is third canto, and here we will see that how Dhritarashtra was very much attached towards his sons, specifically Duryodhana. He liked to coronate Duryodhana as the king of Aryavarta, but his younger brother Mahatma Vidur, he tried his best to convince that the character of Duryodhana. But let's see what was those instructions of Vidura. What he exactly said to him was actually spoken by Suta Goswami in Srimad Bhagavatam. Mahatma Vidura said, "Sa esa dosah purusa dviaste grihan pravishtayam apatyamatya pusnasi krishnat vimukho gata sris tyajasva asevam kula kausalyaya." So she said, "Sa esa dosah." Dosa means this is the offense personified. Whenever Duryodhana got the chances, he was always speaking what? Ill words towards Krishna. He was always speaking against. Like Dantavakra and Shishupal. So they were always, that's why they, sa esa dosa purusa dvit aste. Because he is envious towards Lord Krishna. So those who are envious towards Krishna, they are called atheists. उसको नास्तिक कहते हैं. So those impersonalists, atheistic people, they always try to drag Krishna from his position as the Supreme Lord. But in Sri Brahma Samhita it is explained, Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam. He is Achyuta. He never deviated from his position. He is always intact in his position, Krishna. But Prabhupada mentioned that those who are unscrupulous commentator of Bhagavad Gita, so they comment the Bhagavad Gita in such a way, those people who read those commentary, their mind will be converted, deviated from the actual meaning, understanding of Bhagavad Gita. So that the essence of Bhagavad Gita is missed from those commentaries. So some peoples, they actually do offenses, they speak against of the Lord. Some people try to propagate different ideology, different ways of thoughts in the society, that peoples could be deviated from the Sanatan Dharma, from the real religion. So that's why here it is Sadosa Purusa Dvit Aste. This Duryodhana is a Purusa Dvit person, means he is always against of Lord Krishna. As all of you know, when Krishna went as the representative of Yudhishthir Maharaj, Santi Dut, he went to Hastinapur to tell the Kauravas that at least give 5 villages to the Pandavas. So when Lord Krishna requested to Duryodhana and other the assembly members, so they were all laughing. Duryodhana said, "You are all Kshatriyas, they are Kshatriyas. Why they have come here just to negotiate like beggars? Without any war, battle, I am not willing to give, even if one pinch land, the tip of a needle." But Lord Krishna said, "Yes, if you are not willing to give, then the war is inevitable. So then, when the threatening, Lord Krishna threatened him, told hardly, then Duryodhana and all his associates, they try to arrest Krishna. But that time also Krishna showed his universal form. It is not that Arjuna requested him to show his universal form. ऐसा नहीं था विश्वरूप को. But we understand that this time also when Lord Krishna was gone there as a peace messenger, that time also he showed. Only few people could see his Vishwarup. But when Krishna was very little child, that time also all his friends, they were complaining in front of Mother Yashoda that Krishna is always eating meat, earth, mitti khaya hai. So when Balaram said that he is actually eating earth, then Mother Yashoda said, show your mouth, and Krishna opened his mouth. That time also we see Mother Yashoda, when she saw inside the mouth of little Krishna, the universal form. There are stars, moon, sun, different planets. And in that planet there is earthly planet, there is Bharatavarsha. In Bharatavarsha there is Vrindavan Dham. In Vrindavan there is Gokul, Nandagaon, and all the places, beautiful places. And in the Nanda Bhavan, Mother Yashoda is sitting, and on her lap Krishna is sitting, and he is showing his mouth, opening his mouth. So that is Krishna. It is not very miraculous for Krishna to show any like such activities. Krishna is always competent, samartha hai. So that's why here it is said that Vidura says to Dhritarashtra that your son is a Purusha Dvid Aste. He is a person of very offense personified. Grihan Pravishtoyam Apatyamatya. You are thinking that he is your son? Son means Putra. Putra duty is, Prabhupada said that he is called Apatya, who delivers his parents, father. A son is always trying his best to help his parents. Specifically, when the father dies, after that son goes to Gaya. In Gaya Dham, they do Jagya. It is a Jagya Bei Vishnu. When we do some Jagya sacrifices for our ancestors, they also get the credits, they get the offerings which offered to Lord Vishnu, and they can be delivered from that Pitrulok to the upper planetary system. Especially they go to the heaven sometime. So here it is said that a son, the duty is to deliver. That's why he is named Putra. Otherwise it's the same, origin of, we take birth from the same place. The male organ, the same thing, passes urine and passes semen. If semen is there, then the bodily form, we get the body. But if the Putra is not qualified, it is unqualified, then it is called as Mutra. So Chanakya Pandit says, Runam karta pita satru mata cha vyabhicharini bharya rupa bati satru putra satru apanditaha. So in Hitopanishath it is said that Runa karta pita satru, if a father has taken loan but he never paid that, repay that loan. If father is debt trapped, then the son will be in trouble. He has to pay the money. If he will not pay, then the government people at bank, they will come and they will auction their property. They will take away. So that's what it is said, Runam kata pita satru. He is like enemy. Mata cha vyabhicharini. If mother is not in well character, good character, for the son, everyone would tease him that your mother is has some bad character. So that's why mata cha vyabhicharini. When a mother is like that, then she will be like enemy. Bharya rupavati satru. If your wife is very beautiful, then many people will be enemy. They will, see in bad eyes towards your wife. That's why it is said that bharya rupavati satru. When Srila Prabhupada married, that time Abhay Charan De, his wife was a little bit, not so beautiful. She was not very good looking. And he was thinking that to marry another woman, another wife, he want to accept. But when his father, Gauraman Mohan De, he heard that his son Abhay is not happy with this wife, he is willing to accept another, you want to marry, then he said that if it is that no, you are not so much attached, attracted towards your wife, that's a good sign. In future you will get the chance to, leave your home. So that's why attachment towards wife and sons and property is very not welcoming in the in our life. If you are so much attached, then punarapi jananam, you will again come to this material world again. So that's why here it is bharya rupavati satru and satru apandita, putra satru apandita. If a son is not educated, father is earning money, he is saving money in the bank for his upcoming generations, but his son is himself is not very well educated, then what is the value of saving the money? If you have saved the money, but your son will misuse. So that's why here it is said, Uddhava is telling, Vidura is telling to Dhritarashtra that you are thinking this apatya mataya as your son, but he is rascal number one. He is very duplicitous person. Pusnasi Krishnat Bimukho Gatasri, because he is Krishna Bimukha. Krishna Bimukha means he is against of Krishna consciousness. So that's why Gatasri, Lakshmi is not with him. Lakshmi is not with him. Gatasri, devoid of everything auspicious. This is an inauspicious person. If you see, associate with non-devotees, then you may lose your devotion. So that's why it is very necessary when you go out for preaching, when you are going out to meet non-devotees. So, like whenever you are going, you have to be very careful. Like put the stone inside the water and extract. The stone will not absorb any water. If you put one sponge in water and extract it, then you will see the sponge is with water. So in the both cases, what is the understanding? Understanding that go like a stone. You give your association, but don't take. Don't take. It is the teachings. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, Asat Sanga Tyagai Vaishnavachar, ek Stri Sangi, ek Asadhu Krishna Bhaktar. Be careful. It is that Krishna Bimukha Gatasri. So in your life, if you are against of Krishna consciousness, you don't want to take the teachings of Lord Krishna, then you will also be bereft of all auspiciousness in your life. So auspiciousness, a good fortune comes in our life when we are inclined towards Krishna consciousness. Tyajasya asvayevam kula kusalaya. He said that asvayevam, because this is inauspicious. That's why tyaja, you leave your son. So this is the teachings of Vidura. So high words and heavy words. Sometimes we go to big people, we just go and flatter them. for some donations like that. But Vidura was not like that saint. He tell the exact truth, what actually Yudhishthira was going through. So that's why a person should be very straightforward when he preach. There was one devotee who was living next to Gaudiya Math in Mayapur. When Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj was there. So that person was every day coming and criticizing the devotees, that the devotees are sleeping, not going out for preaching, they are misusing the money of people. He was telling anything and everything every day. And all the devotees, brahmacharis, when they hear from this person, they were not actually unhappy. They thought, when this person will die? One day came and that person died. And all the brahmachari were very happy, and this person a critic. And he was every day going, coming and criticizing. And thus message, the news was given to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. When Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj heard this news that this person died, he actually cried. Tears come from his eyes. And all the devotees were astonished. What happened? Why Guru Maharaj is crying? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj said, this person was our real friend, who was every day come and showing our loopholes, our shortcomings. No one is there in this society who dares to come to tell us that we are wrong. We are doing some wrong things in our life. So it does not mean that it is our duty to go and criticize someone. No, it is not like that. It is not that like that to criticize, but tell the truth straightforwardly. To help someone, that if that person gets some benefits from this reality, then he could progress in his life. There was one incident I met. One of the Srila Prabhupada's disciples who was living in Bombay, he died, I think, when he was 90 years old. So one day I was asking him that, how you became devotee? So that devotee said, when he was very young, like 30 or 35 years of old, that time Srila Prabhupada came to Bombay, and Srila Prabhupada was actually constructed that Juhu temple. So one day Srila Prabhupada visited that person's home. So his father was a businessman, very wealthy person, and Srila Prabhupada talked with his father. Srila Prabhupada asked him, what is your daily schedule? What do you do every day? And his father actually, he said that every day morning I wake up and I do my morning duties. Then after breakfast I go to my factory and I spend time in noon time, I take my lunch. Then evening I come back to my home. And sometimes I read newspaper, hear All India radio. Night also after dinner I take rest, go to sleep. So this is my daily schedule. And Prabhupada said, if you are working like this, then you are not less than an animal. You are like animal. When Srila Prabhupada said heavily that you are working like animal, you are like an animal. And his father, he immediately bowed down to Srila Prabhupada. He said, I met so many sadhus in my life. So many saintly person comes to my office, and sometimes I give donation to them. I help their mutts, mandirs, but no one ever said me that you are living like animal. No one told me that the truth that I am going through in my life. But Srila Prabhupada, he never actually compromised in his preaching. He always preached in straightforwardly. whoever it may be. Either he may be a big politician, governor, or some religious head, or some big, like a social activist, anyone may be. Whenever he met any person, he never compromised. When he went to America that time, some of the sannyasis were telling, Swamiji, you are wearing dhoti kurta, you should wear petticoat, like jacket, yeah, coat. You should eat with chamach, spoon and fork. But Srila Prabhupada said, no, I am not going to Western countries to learn from them how to live in an unclean manner. I will go there and teach them how to eat with hand, how to wear dhoti kurta. So this is the Vidura teachings. And Vidura said that Lord Krishna, he is the Supreme Personality Godhead, has accepted the sons of Pritha as his kinsmen. Yes, Krishna accepted. So that's why all the kings of the world are with Lord Sri Krishna. Where Krishna, everyone is with him. So that's why he is present in his home with all his family members. The kings and princes of the Yadu dynasty who have conquered are unlimited numbers of rulers, and he is their Lord. So he was telling that how Krishna is in favor of the Pandavas. You were thinking about this, Duryodhana, who is always thinking, planning against of Lord Krishna's will. So he knows it, that what is the consequences if we will go against the will of the Lord. So that's why the devotees are always in accordance with the will of the Lord. What Krishna says, devotee says yes. So that's why. That's why Vidura said, Ajata Satru Pratyachadayam. Yudhishthira Maharaj is Ajata Satru, who has no enemy. In our life we have so many enemies. But what do we think? Yudhishthira Maharaj had so many also enemies were there. But Yudhishthira Maharaj never think that someone is my enemy. So that was the level of understanding of Yudhishthira Maharaj, Dharmaraj. Pratyachadayam, because Yudhishthira Maharaj legitimate, he the rightful person to become king. But Dhritarashtra was so much attached. That's why he inquired to Sanjaya, Dharma khetre Kurukhetre Samaveta Mamakaha Pandava Saiva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. He was telling, oh, in Dharmakhetra, Kurukshetra, the place of religion, where the Muni Rishis, they went there for preparing sacrifices, yajnas, all the pious activities done in that place. My sons and the Pandu sons, they have gone there with a desire to fight. What they are doing there? What are they doing? What is going there? Please tell me. So that was the level of, this is the understanding of Dhritarashtra, always, Mama kaha Pandava. This is mine, this is Pandu's. So we are like Dhritarashtra, we are also blind persons. Pasyanapi na pasyati. Although we are hearing, although we are saying, although we are associating with the devotees, but we are still acting like blind men. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that like someone's eyes become blind, some problems, some disease are there, affected. Then what we do? We operate the eyes and extract the eyes. Same way this Duryodhana is like that cataract disease in the eyes. So that's why we have to remove this person. Please abandon your son. If such lessons, advice was given by Vidura, if later also, that time also, Duryodhana was present, he was hearing from his uncle, because Vidura was his uncle. He was the minister, he was the advisor. He was advising, always giving advice to Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra also loved his younger brother, Vidura. He never, he always asked to come Vidura and tell something me. Although he was always hearing about the good things, good lessons, just enter from one ears to and goes out from another ears. Chala jata hai. So that's why the personal character was esteemed by respectable persons, was insulted by Duryodhana, who was swollen with anger and whose lips were trembling when Duryodhana was, he heard this, the estimation of his about him by his uncle. So that's why. So Duryodhana was always in company with Karna. Sometimes the good advices, the good things, when it's spoken by our elders, now the present generation students are very much angry. They, specifically the teenagers, those are in grown-up stage. They says, why my parents are talking against me? Why they are telling like this? I am very intelligent. I know better than. So yesterday one Mataji, she was telling to me, her son, her daughter, she said to her that, mother, you don't know how to use the mobile. You don't know. We know better. Whatever the understandings, they understand the world in a better way than their parents. That was their understandings, So that's why, because Duryodhana was always in company with his younger brother and maternal uncle Shakuni, that's why. So he said that, he said one verse, Koyenam atra pajuhava jihamam dasya sutam yad badinaiva pustaha. He said that who asked him to come here? Who called this person? This son of a kept mistress. Basically, Vidura was the son of a kept mistress, Dasiputra. Although Vidura was elder to Duryodhana, but Duryodhana is now criticizing the mother of Vidura. It is not appropriate. He said that this Vidura is very crooked. Crooked because Vidura is always giving. He is like, he loves the Pandavas, that's why. Because he knew that these Pandavas are following the Dharma. See, he was always helping the Pandavas. So he said that he spies in the interest of the enemy against those on whose support he was grown up. He is a minister in my kingdom. He is supposed to not do spies against our all plans and proposals. But he is doing all these things. So he said that toss him out of this palace immediately and leave him with only his breath. Srila Prabhupada says, Vidura was actually struck with wonder with this behavior from his nephew Duryodhana. And before anything actually happened, he decided to leave the palace. If this type of incident happen in your life, just leave that place. Just leave. 3 actually incidents, situations where you can behave differently, you can do in a different ways. Like, if you are very powerful, someone comes and criticize you, then you can beat. You can punish that person. If you are not so much powerful, then leave that place. If you are a very learned person, with verbal words, with arguments, try to defeat what he is telling. In these 3 cases, Vidura, he chose that it is better to leave the place. So that's why, if possible, he would have killed him until he was left with nothing but his breath. When Haridas Thakur was chanting the holy name of Krishna, That time the king of Bengal, when he got this news, this is a person belongs to Muslim community, he has taken his birth from the Muslim parents, so auspicious birth, बहुत ऊंचा है जन्म, but this person is chanting the holy name of Hindu god, Sanatani god. So they all try to convince that this is not proper, this is not good, don't do this. Then Haridas Thakur was, because he was a ISKCON devotee, Krishna conscious devotee, he was explaining there is no difference in the holy name of Krishna, Lord. There are so many names. It is mentioned in the scriptures. If someone chants the holy name of Krishna, it is good for him. So he was explaining about the glories of holy name. But Nawab was trying to convince that don't do this. But later, Haridas Thakur, when he denied to accept the proposal of Nawab, then Nawab said that now you have to face the punishments. When the punishment word he heard, he said, if you will cut me in pieces, still I will not leave this holy name. I will go on in chanting. You may do your duty, you may put me in jail, you may kill me, you may cut me in pieces. Still I will not leave holy name, chanting of holy name. So then the Nawab ordered that beat this person in front of the people in different markets. And the soldiers of Nawab, they took Haridas Thakur to different marketplaces. 22 marketplaces they were beating and showing the people. If anyone chant the holy name of Hindu god, if he is a Muslim, this will be the punishment. So they were beating in less. Chabuk mein pitai karte. But Haridas Thakur did not die. He was not dying. And all the people were astonished, they were surprised. And they requested, if you will not die, then the Nawab will kill us. He will hang us. Then out of compassion, Haridas Thakur, he actually, because he was the incarnation of Lord Brahma, he stopped his breathing. And this people felt that this person died. That's why they throw the body of Haridas Thakur in Ganges. And later, few days, Haridas Thakur come out, and he was also chanting and dancing in the streets of Navadvip. And all the people saw that, oh, this is Jinda Pir. He come out, Jinda Pir. He come out from death. Later, all actually went and seek pardon from Haridas Thakur. So Haridas Thakur blessed all of them. He forgave everybody. So same way, sometimes peoples, those who try to harm, give harm to the devotees, but the devotees are very sober. And the devotees never think that such offenses these people are doing, because they know these people are ignorant. Jesus Christ also said, what these people are doing they don't know. O Parampita, O God, please forgive them. So from this verse, from these teachings of Vidura, how Vidura straightforwardly preached to his elder brother for his betterment. So same way, when we go for preaching, we try to help others. We should not flatter anyone. We should speak the truth. We should help them genuinely. So I hope you get so much lessons from this lecture. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe this channel, that you would get all the videos notifications always that I uploaded. Thank you very much. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.